What's good, YouTube? It's Jay Coffee on the vid, back with another hip hop blog. Guys, make sure to get in the comments. Let's talk about this. But you see where I am Denon Porter, Mr. Porter, you know, of D12, even though, like when I did that Bizarre video recently, I was saying D12 really, I guess, doesn't exist anymore. But anyways, man, he threw this post up here I wanted to share with you guys. Check this out. It's Eminem Infinite, the cover of Eminem's first album, which we're going to talk a little bit about that in a moment. But let's read what the nine says here. Yo, outside of, Proof was dope. As we know, Proof lost his life. Rest in peace, Proof. But, out of D12, we know, like, a lot of those dudes' career didn't really flourish like that on a major scale. But Mr. Porter, with the beats, has been doing his thing for a long time. Like, he did a lot more beats. Like, people would be surprised if they seen the list of all the tracks that Mr. Porter produced. He's on a lot of your favorite rappers' albums. Like, Mr. Porter did his thing as a producer. But let's read this caption. He says, wow, 24 years ago today, I began a journey with one of the first artists I believe in as a producer slash beat maker. And sometime before, through creating with him, gained one of the closest and best friends in my life. Though the album didn't sell much, it taught us to be ourselves. Fast forward, we went to Africa a couple decades later and saw a kid holding up an infinite sign in the front row. Talk about full circle. Hey, Eminem, I think it's safe to say we did it, huh, broski? Shout out to Aiku for introducing us. Bro, you saw it before anyone. And shout out my day ones, Doc War and Mr. Vito King. So, let's talk about this, right? That's crazy, man. 24 years back. And I remember back in the day, like when the Marshall Mathers LP had came out, like we're talking like a few months after that, and that album was doing crazy numbers and everything. Um, around like some cats that I was kicking with, someone had the burnt copy of Eminem Infinite. And I tell you, I never really listened to this album like that. Like, what do you guys think of the Eminem Infinite album? I've heard a lot of people say that Eminem's flow style on there reminded them of AZ. Shout out AZ, man. He's so dope. The Firm, too. Word is the Firm's reuniting. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But anyways, sorry, I get sidetracked. I know I seen you guys all in the comments telling me I talk too much. But anyways, that's what we do. I'm Jay Coffee Talk, y'all. I talk it up. But I don't know. The Infinite album had some okay tracks on there, but it was crazy. It was like a whole different Eminem, But it is wild to see 24 years later. Eminem is who he is. Mr. Porter's doing his thing in the rap game, as we talked about with D12. It's kind of a sad situation the way things worked out for them. Rest in peace once again to Proof and to Bugs, who didn't even get to, enjoy the mainstream success that D12 did get. But it's just kind of crazy the way D12 fell apart. I feel like sometime down the road, we'll hear a little bit more about that. They've all kind of... There's been times where you could see that there was frustrations, but for the most part, they've kept it quiet. And I respect that, especially in an era now where everything is content, podcasts, interviews, people are out there talking about crimes they committed, everything. D12 has kept it quiet and amongst them what exactly happened, even though we know there's been some frustrations. But with this Eminem Infinite album, I'm just curious to know what everyone's thoughts are. Isn't it kind of wild when you hear Eminem on there? I feel like, I don't know, you just don't foresee what ended up happening with Slim Shady. You know what I mean? But I think it's dope that Mr. Porter is, looking back on this and sharing this with everyone. You know what I'm saying? Something else I want to talk about, too. I'm sure we'll get a comment about this. Someone did a video on a recent Eminem video I did, and we've discussed this on the channel before about the Eminem racist rhymes. And it's kind of crazy, when that all came out it kind of seemed like that was it for Eminem. Like, that happened during the beef with Benzino. I thought that was going to be it for Slim Shady, but hip hop forgave Eminem. And I've seen a lot of people say the general consensus when you do discuss that seems to be that most people don't think Eminem is racist. He said some foul stuff on that track, but what I do want to talk about, but it seems like for the most part, hip hop has forgiven Eminem and those close to M, including D12, all have said, "Yo, M don't have a racist bone in his body." That's just he said some bullshit when he was going through some things in his personal life, and I've heard some people argue that they don't feel that they feel that I don't know. Let's get into what I wanted to say though. I'm sorry, guys, I talk in circles, but I've heard other people say that there's other songs, and I know my moderator Murder Man will tap in this comment right here because we've talked about this too, and he sent me links to older Eminem recordings before Infinite, like stuff back when that Foolish Pride track song with the, where he disrespects black women. And someone commented on a recent video I did and said, "Yo, M made racist raps." And what I want to know, right? Because I do have a link. I've went and listened to that old stuff, that like Foolish Pride and all that is on, right? And I couldn't listen to a lot of those songs. They're just not very good. They just don't interest me like that. But someone was saying that there's other tracks where Eminem is flat out using racial slurs. Because in Foolish Pride, like I said, it's foul as fluck what he says on there, but he doesn't actually use a racial slur. And when I'm saying that, I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm just saying that people have told me that there is songs that exist where Eminem is flat out using racist racial slurs. So if anyone, and I know that's what I was going to say about Murder Man, my moderator, he's given me the link to that old album, that old Eminem music, but when I did listen to the songs that I listened to, they weren't one of the ones where he was using racist language on there. So if anyone knows the exact song, could you please link that for me? Because that's something we should talk about. That is. But like I said, whenever we've opened the comment threads up before on this topic, majority of people seem to say, I don't think Eminem's racist. I forgive him for what he did. But anyways, let's get back to talking about this. That was something I just had to speak on though, because like I said, on my recent Eminem video, someone who commented, I forget, I believe your name was like Squished something was like your YouTube name, brought that up. So, it was something I had to talk on this one. But let's look in the comments here. I am Anissa says fire. Someone says I'm still looking for a full version. I can't find it anywhere. Only heard bits and pieces. Someone says Defo need a re-release. I'm surprised Eminem never has re-released it. Does that surprise you guys as well? And when I was saying the first song, it was like it's a good day and everything is all right or something like that along them lines. I listened to that one recently, but when I listened to it, it wasn't like I sat there. I wanted to continue to listening to Infinite like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It ain't that dope. It ain't. I don't know. But someone says, "Hey, I'm first." Let's see. Yeah, man, y'all did it. Crying Infinite, wow, amazing. From Detroit to the world. Shout out to Iku, who I think is like the only featured artist on that album, I believe. Or no, I think there's a couple other people featured on it. But I know Iku is kind of known as like, at one point in time, I believe a member of D12. I'm not sure, because that's a whole nother story too. Like how D12, the members, like have kind of came and gone, and they do the six members which each has an alternate personality, like Eminem and Slim Shady, Mr. Porter, what is he, Conniva or con artist, I can't remember, but they each have two, Swifty and Swifty McVeigh, you know what I mean. But I heard originally they were trying to do like a Wu-Tang Clan type deal, where they just had a bunch of members. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Denon, for everything, literally for everything. Someone says, get this one on Spotify. I love this album. The lyrical skill Eminem was displaying was truly amazing. The beats were great too. It's crazy how far you have both come. Someone says, bro, this is us after some years. So, someone says, I love this song, bro. Holds a special place for me. It ain't exactly a song. It's a, oh, someone corrected him and said album. And then someone said, there's a song on the album called Infinite, though. And then they said, correct, brother. But anyways, man, I just thought that this was worth sharing. It's kind of nuts to look at it full circle all these years later. And that just goes to show anyone out there trying to get in the rap game, don't be discouraged. Keep pushing on. Eminem's the biggest star, one of the biggest stars there is, right, in the rap game. But, 24 years ago, he was nothing. He was working in, washing dishes and doing other stuff and doing his music on the side, trying to get on. Y'all seen 8 Mile, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, just wanted to talk about that. You guys let me know what you think. What do you say? I'm battling today for 50K King of the Dot tournament and need my fan support. Watch the battle for free by downloading Twitch and searching King of the Dot. I didn't know Denon was on the dot. Yo, and also comment. What's this one say? Nevada, you can quit pretending to look through your purse. We went ahead and paid for it with your broke ass. Um, but yeah, man, comment your favorite beats by Mr. Porter as well. You know what's a dope beat he did? PIMP. That was fire. I'm gone, guys. I talked a little too much on this one as well. But for anyone who's still listening, the J Coffee Talk platform is all about hearing from you. So please comment. Get in them comments. Let's discuss all this. Make sure to subscribe. We do daily videos. We talk music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. We go live a lot. We open the phone lines. You can call in. You know what I mean? This is just like a podcast where we talk about different subjects. You know what I'm saying? So hit them comments. I'm gone. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Peace.